Sattvam samahitam adaha siti janmanasham bhute hitam cha jagato bhavabandha moksha vayuryata vishatikam cha characharakyam sarvam tadatmakataya avagamo avarunse. My Lord, you are the supreme knowledge personified. You know everything about this creation and its beginning, maintenance, and annihilation. You know all the endeavors made by the living entities by which you are either implicated in the middle world or liberated from it. As the air enters a vast can also enter the bodies of all moving and non-moving entities. You are present everywhere, and therefore you are the knower of all. So this is Mahajana, Lord Shiva, giving conclusion of his prayers. And he's saying the Lord is present everywhere. Eko api asau rachayeto jagadanda koti. He is still one. Eka. Eka means one. Even though he is present, there is multi-phase energies of which are creating the material world. But it is all energies and Krishna is one. That supports the Siddhanta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proposed Siddhanta which is Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. Okay? This is Achintya, actually not easy to understand. Krishna's energy is also Krishna and Krishna is also Krishna. And they are both non-different. Because energy cannot be separated from energetic. Okay. Now in this understanding, if you go a little deeper, you can understand that Krishna knows everything. That is what has been said here. And we know various pastimes Krishna showed he knew everything. We discussed this many times. He should not have known as an ordinary person, but Krishna being Antaryami knew everything. This happens in Lord Chaitanya pastime also, and Lord Krishna's pastime also, many times. They know what is in the heart. Therefore Lord is called Bhavagrahi. When you offer service to Krishna, Krishna takes your bhava. That's why bhava is most important. When you are chanting, Krishna is actually taking your bhava. When offering bhoga to the Lord, what is important is bhava. And bhava comes by good sadhana. The sadhana is weak. We are sadhakas today. Our bhava is directly proportional to our sadhana. You understand? There was once somebody asked Prabhupada, how do you know Pujari is good? Because the Pujari is good means everything is going timely and altar is clean. He didn't say he has great bhava. No, that's not for sadhakas. Sadhaka means that bhava will come later. First he has to be disciplined. Okay, so that is very important. Discipline in our activities. Now, whole process of Krishna consciousness is to extricate us from the variety of the material world and attract us to the varieties of the spiritual world. That is the whole process of Krishna consciousness. We see, just like we saw the Leela of the Gopis, they're totally mad. When Krishna left the Gopi Gita, we just 2 nights before we sang the Gopi Gita, totally we saw they are mad in separation from Krishna. In this world, if somebody is mad like this, for some person, you will consider him crazy. But they are worshipped. In fact, when Uddhava came to Vrindavan, Uddhava was a very, very learned personality and great friend of Krishna. But Krishna still wanted him to see what is the summit of devotion. So Krishna sent a letter to the gopis. It does many purpose. Because of Uddhava coming to Vrindavan, bringing message from Krishna, and Uddhava being a highly learned personality, giving good counsel to the gopis pain was to some extent subsided. So one side he did that. Other side, Krishna does many things together. Uddhava also learned that how the gopis are the greatest devotees of the Lord. So Uddhava, when he came to Vrindavan, first thing the gopis thought, another person like Akrura has come, because they are very angry at Akrura. First time they saw a shift from, one chariot coming from Kamsa's palace, which Akrura had brought, and he took away their Krishna. And that's why they call his name is wrong. His name is Krura, not Akrura. He is so cruel. And actually, because of the curse of the gopis, later Akrura had a small fall down also. He got involved in the Samantika Jalst Shatrajit death, murder story. You all know that? Krishna book. He got implicated. And now when Uddhava came, they thought another fellow has come now. Now they thought, what he will do now anyway? What we have remaining, everything is lost now for us. They are in transcendental ecstasy, not lost. They are, because of the separation of Krishna, they are experiencing higher spiritual happiness. In the material world, meeting gives happiness, separation gives pain. Correct? But in the spiritual world, because the objective is Krishna, separation gives more pleasure than meeting. Therefore, our sampradaya, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he tasted ecstasy always, it is not meeting, it is separation. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So it is not that when Krishna left Vrindavan, he gave pain to the gopis. He enhanced their happiness. Krishna never gives pain to his devotees. No way. Correct? He always enhances the happiness of the devotees. So by meeting them and then by separating himself, Krishna actually enhanced the happiness of the devotees. Externally, it looks like thunderbolt on the head and pleasure. Khatta meetha. Because one side there is pain of separation, but there is intense transcendental pleasure because that brings intense meditation. Suppose you are missing somebody, you think about him more than when he is there with you. Suppose child has not come home. At that time, the mother meditation of the child becomes intense. Isn't it? So similarly, when Krishna was not present in Vrindavan, his meditation of the gopis became intense. Only thing is, the variety which they are meditated upon, that is the transcendental personality of Krishna, is spiritual. In this material world, we meditate, that's material, it is of no utility. Rather, it may have disastrous consequences. Like Bharat Maharaj, thinking of the deer, died and became a deer next life. So it can have disastrous consequences if you meditate in the material world on any sense object. When you meditate on Krishna, it is all auspicious. So here, that is what we need to do. So Uddhava, when he came to Vrindavan, he requested, when he came, so the gopis, first he paid respects to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, and he saw that practically they are dead. Transcendent, externally looking, physically they are looking just surviving somehow. They are utterly heartbroken. And they met the gopis also, they came, and he told he has a letter from Krishna for the gopis. So gopis all took him to one corner, one place, and all sat down to hear the letter. Krishna could not even write the letter properly. Krishna book says his hand was shaking. Anything, Krishna is the best. So if writing, the handwriting will be pearls. It's not that Krishna is Supreme Lord. 64 arts are present in him, including how to dress. These are also, today people don't know all these things. Everything is important. How to sing, how to dress, how to talk. Everything Krishna knows, correct? There is a description in Krishna book how Sandipani Muni taught in 64 days, 64 arts to Krishna, apart from the military knowledge. He taught both. But nowadays schools and colleges, they don't teach arts. They only teach you some technical knowledge, which does not complete your personality. You should know everything. You should know everything, isn't it? You should know how to clean the room. They don't teach all that. They just teach you one thing. How to bend iron, how to bend iron, how to bend iron. Then people don't know how to keep the room clean. Nowadays and youngsters, if you enter their room, you feel so difficult. No training. So the 64 arts are being trained. So Krishna knows everything. So he can write also the best. He has the best handwriting. True? But he is not able to write. His hand was shaking when he was writing, out of love for the gopis. When he get too much bhava, so Krishna is also not able to write. They captured the heart of Krishna so intensely. His hand is shaking when he is writing. And when they take the letter, they can't read. Just like doctor's handwriting. So Uddhava said, don't worry, I can read. Uddhava is like, nowadays we have pharmacists who can read all kind of handwriting. So then what happens is that Uddhava reads a letter to them, and after that, Krishna basically says there is no question of separation between us at any time, at any place. We cannot be separated. And he gives them spiritual knowledge. And they are relieved. And then Uddhava continues. He becomes like a Siksha Guru for the gopis. And he continues to instruct the gopis for good time. And then after counseling them, he comes back to Dwarka. So now what is the point there? The Uddhava, while leaving, when he was reading the letter, he saw the transcendental madness of Radharani. Radharani was talking to a bee and representing bee as the messenger of Krishna, and she was in total madness. Oh bee, you are the messenger of Krishna, but don't come here like that. Her love for Krishna was expressed. Now seeing all that, Uddhava understood. He thought he's a great devotee, he's nothing. And he prayed to Krishna that let me become grass in Vrindavan, where gopis can trample me. Therefore, if you go Govardhan Parikrama, towards the end, we have the Uddhava Kund and the grass, where they say Uddhava became the grass, so that the Krishna can trample them. So anyway, the point here is that this is the summit of devotion, where everybody, so the madness of the gopis was worshipped even by great personality like Uddhava or later Brahma or everybody. They said they are the topmost devotees. Okay, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu certified, he said, Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Kalpita. So what devotion, what service to Krishna was conceived by the gopis is the highest. There is nothing comparable to that. So there is madness the gopis showed, they showed for Krishna. But we are also mad for some sense object in this world. We have to gradually extricate ourselves. Milk, curd. The same metal word, just like you take too much milk, you get indigestion. Now if you take curd, a transformation of milk, you will get saved from the indigestion problem. Correct? When you have too much of, you eat sweets, your stomach gets upset, you take curd, which is also milk only, but another way. The same way, if we take this metal word in one way now, we are looking at this world for enjoyment, and the varieties have penetrated our heart. Just like here Lord Shiva is thinking nothing will happen to me. Nothing happened to the Devatas also. When Mohini Murti came, nothing. The Danavas are the one who go mad. Devatas did not go mad. They appreciated the beauty, didn't go mad. I am Mahadeva. What is going to happen to me? Nothing is going to happen to me. A lesson herein. Don't play with Maya. Never overestimate yourself. As such, I explained you previously that Mohini Murti is Yogamaya. There is no way anybody can stand it. You can play with Mahamaya. Yogamaya, I explained this point, I hope you understand. When I look at a form of a woman, or a woman looks at a form of a man, she gets attracted. But if she uses knowledge, or he uses knowledge, he can understand what is this form finally. A packet of stool and urine. And you can detach yourself. Correct? What do you do with the Mohini Murti? The form is not made of stool and urine. It is spiritual form. You cannot come out. There is no way you can come out. You will be attracted. So you cannot blame Lord Shiva. He went mad. Nothing you can do. I don't think anything can be done. But only thing is that the devotee Prabhupada says another attitude. When he sees the beautiful girl, he offers to Krishna. She can be a gopi for Krishna. He thinks like that. That way you can save yourself. That's the only way remaining. You cannot think it is blood and stool. It will not work with Mohini Murti. You can see a beautiful girl like Mohini Murti. Oh, she can be another gopi for Krishna. Offer it to Krishna. Don't be like a Mayavadi. This is what Mayavadis do. They look at flower. No. This smell of flower, this beauty of flower is Maya. This is Maya. This is Maya. And they battle with that. Kleshodhikarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham. This is Bhagavad Gita says. Struggle. But instead of struggling like this, take the flower and with devotion offer it to Krishna. Sevon mukhe jivadav swayameva spurati adha. This Sevon mukha bhava, if you have, you can be saved from the element of Yogamaya or Mahamaya. Sevon mukha. You need to have a service attitude. Little of enjoying attitude. Mohini Murti to will finish you up. No way you can save yourself. So Lord Shiva thought, I am Mahadeva anyway. I heard when Mohini Murti advented herself, nothing happened to the Devatas. The Dhanavas were flat on the ground because they had an enjoying tendency. Now I am Mahadeva. I want to see. Nothing will happen. I just want to see the beautiful form of the Lord because I heard from everybody. But anyway, it's my Lord's form. No, I want to see. That's what happens, and then big pastime will happen. So our case, we know the case of Ajamila. That is how the Maya penetrate. Contemplation turns sand into gold. You have seen so many instances where a boy and a girl kill each other or kill themselves. They commit suicide. They say, if you don't marry me, I'll commit suicide. And they commit suicide also. We have seen this drama in your TV also, in real life also. Correct? That's going on. So the Maya, but if you just go and look at that boy for which the girl gave life, sometimes you've seen the parents don't allow girl to marry a boy and she hangs herself. But you go and look at that boy, he's not some extremely beautiful person, he's an ordinary looking boy. And similarly, the man who does sometimes so many crimes also to the woman, or he kills himself. You look at the girl, she's an ordinary girl. I'm just telling, that's my experience. So you really must be thinking, she must have been something really, some Mohini Murti kind quality, beautiful girl. Why he gave his life? How does it work? You have to understand how does Maya operate. Contemplation turns sand into gold. You keep looking at Maya, it will become too much enchanting. You understand? Contemplation. Dhyayate vishaya pumsa sangaste shubhajayate sanga sanjayate kama kama krodha vijayate. Just like Ajamila, when he saw the prostitute and the man embracing each other, he could just walked away. He saw nothing would happen. Dhyayate, that's it. But he kept looking. Nothing will happen to me. Don't play. It goes to next stage. Sangas, just like a fire, it starts small, then it becomes big. And before long, you can realize now in my heart there is a disease. That you can recognize. And to a certain degree, because of carelessness, Maya has entered in different degrees in our heart. So the process of Krishna consciousness is to gradually cut it off at any stage. The 8 stages are mentioned here. Dhyayate vishaya pumsa sangaste shubhajayate sanga sanjayate kama kama krodha vijayate krodhad bhavati sammoha sammoha sveti vibramaha sveti bhamsad buddhinasat pranashati. If you say these are 8 stages, because one line each, 2 shlokas, 8 stages. Now, whatever stage it is, that's why we yesterday hearing Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, if you loudly chant the Maha Mantra, what is going to happen? At any stage, this worms, pest will be destroyed. He said that. He compared them to worms and pest. We read in the end 25 instructions of Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada. He said the worms and pest in your heart will be destroyed. Therefore, we patiently, we don't even know. Now, sometimes what happens, some desires are manifest to us today and they are suffocating, haunting us. So many are waiting, you don't even know. They are seeds. They are lying in a dormant situation. There is no point for a desire to manifest unless you have the body, mind and the capacity to enjoy it. There is no point. So Krishna will not manifest now. He will manifest when the time is ripe. Just like you wanted to drink. So what is the point in giving desire now? In the temple nobody will allow you drinking. So Krishna will give you the desire when everything is ready. All your friends are sitting, liquor bottle is there, nobody is coming to know. Then he will bring the desire. You want to drink, no? You understand? So they are called lying in a dormant situation, like seeds lying in the heart. It has not gone away. But when you chant Krishna Nama with great attention, even those seeds are burnt. But suppose you have some seeds and you fry them in tawa, then you put them in the ground, it will not sprout. It is burnt already. So your material desires get burnt. You don't even know. Salpamapi dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. You do not even know what danger you have been saved because of doing devotion service. You don't even know. Therefore Prabhupada says, you have no loss. You don't even know. You can't even estimate the gain. So if you analyze from different angles, we cannot even estimate the gain. One of the things, very simple thing which I explained. Otherwise, the learning that you are going to undergo is going to be experiential through the animal form. In 80 lakh animal forms, Our learning is going on very slowly, gradually, step by step. We are gradually learning. In a bird form, we get some experience, we learn the sense gratification is of no good. Just like you're desiring to fly. So Krishna gets a bird form. You go to the top, higher, more high, more. And then whole life flying. What is there in flying? So one experience is there. Whole that experience, for that experience you got good. Then you want to do nowadays, youngster excited about scuba diving, correct? Okay, you go down, down, down. Okay, be a fish. So then you learn what is the use of all that. The water also, I had enough of it. And not one fish, there are so many fish forms. So Krishna gives you all kind of experiences to enjoy. And then this is called experiential learning. Therefore the animal forms are there. Human form, there is a capacity to learn by hearing. You can understand. That's why human beings should learn by hearing, not by experience. Nowadays you tell a youngster don't drink, they don't listen. They say I will drink and see what it is. They do not want to learn by hearing. The Vedic culture was Shruti, learn by hearing, not by experience. They will go and touch it, and when you touch it, 60-70% get addicted, correct? They're playing with fire and they get burned. So this is very important. With the Ajamil example, we can see that we do not play with Maya at all. Lord Shiva is showing by his personal example. Just like yesterday we had Bhaksinda Prabhupada chanting Shatakoti. Shatakoti means 100 crores, 1 billion names. My calculation, it took many, many years for him. And at that time, he did not even shave. At that time, he was eating little rice every day and intense austerity. Why did he do that? There was no need for him to do that. In a humble position, he felt incapable to lead the Lord Chaitanya's mission. Right? And Lord Chaitanya came with the Goswamis later to bless him. But still, why did he undergo that? Why so many years could have been saved? He could have directly started preaching. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada also, when you read his purports in Bhagavatam, even first canto, there is total clarity. Just like last time we read on Sunday, he says, life is meant to die like Bhishma. It's the intense realization. Now his life, that means his mind is very clear at that time. Why didn't Krishna start movement that time? Why did he make him wait for 10 years extra in Vrindavan? 55 years Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. Why he had 15 years to wait? Why did Krishna do that? The reason being, Krishna is building an example for us. If you want to achieve something in spiritual life, you have to work hard. Because if it was easy, like Prabhupada at 26 years when he met his Guru, and Guru said, you young person like you should preach the message all around the world, and Prabhupada would have gone immediately with the kartal and actually done the movement. He was ready. Not that he became ready. After 46 years of tapasya, he was ready. Similarly, Bhaksinda Prabhupada was already ready. He could have immediately done the movement of his Guru and father. Why did he showed intense tapasya? There is a big example I told many times, but new people are not heard. I'll repeat it. When you break a stone, you have to hit. When you hit in the beginning, only cracks will come. It breaks at the 100th hit. And that's what we see. We don't see 99 hits of preparation. So similarly, when you see Prabhupada sitting in the park in Thompson Square Park and chanting, and immediately we see thousands of people coming and drowning in the taste of that Harinama, the bhava, not the tune, the bhava of the Harinama, the Krishna prem it is, the flowing in that, the flowing there, the over flooded. They said he is like a pipe.